Pew, 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 pew. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're in a different location here. We are inside the Jeep here. And we're going to do a pretty quick review on the 511 Hexgrid system for the car. So this is a strap system that can strap around the head of the car, or the head of the seat, and then also the back panel as well. And this can be flipped around. You can have this in the front or the back. I have it in the back just because every now and then I do have passengers in the front. So there is two separate components to this. They don't come together. So we do first have the headrest attachment, and then we've got the body of the seat attachment. Now, what you get with this is, if you just buy this, it's just the strap system and the Hexgrid here, and then down here you just have the Hexgrid system itself. And if we come around to the front, get my gun bag out of here, you can see that the straps just go around the chair here, just like that, and then you've got a little padding down here where straps actually go through the seat and then out the other side. So let's get into it. So let's start up front here. Okay. God, this is a terrible angle, but whatever. You do have these two straps here. Now, if you're sitting down, I've sat in this and I really don't feel these at all. I feel like I've tightened these straps down all the way. And as you saw, I had to bring this one back up. Now, for the most part, they stay pretty tight. But sometimes they do slip down if I'm doing a lot of off-roading or things like that. So be aware of that. Again, all the straps are down here, okay? And I have them pretty tight, or as tight as I can, and keeping it in the position that I want it in, okay? Okay, going from there, this Velcro material, it's okay. Again, I like the Hexgrid because if you have some Somali, you can attach it at any different angle. But I feel like the Velcro could be better. Velcro has come a long way in the last 5 to 10 years. But I feel like this is still kind of that old school Velcro. And although it's okay, it's not great. If this stuff wasn't attached with hooks and other things like that, it would fall off. So I'm not a big fan of the Velcro, but it's attached in other ways, so it's not the end of the world. And then I think that's basically the gist of it. Now let's talk about how I have this set up, okay? So most important thing up here, I do have a medical kit, and the reason I went with a different color is just because it stands out. Everything else is black, kind of blends in. I wanted this to stand out, so anybody knows, okay, this is the medical kit. So I've got medical shears on the outside here. I've got obviously a little cross and my blood type. And then it's pretty easy to get into. You just take this top strap here and you pull down, and I've got some hyphen chest seals. I've got a tourniquet in there. I've got some gauze. I've got some other stuff in there. So I like the design of this, just because it's so easy to open up and get to something if I need to, which I actually have had to use this. So as you can see, I had a little bit of an accident. I'm not going to get into it, but you can see there's blood. This is my blood here, and then you can see these little spots here. I don't know if it's coming up in the camera, but all of this is my blood. So I actually did have a decent accident where I was bleeding a decent amount. And so I was able to get what I needed from here very easily. And then I also do have some medical gear in here, and that's why the blood's on there. But everything's good, guys. Who needs a penis, right? So yeah, I'm kidding. But yeah, I actually have used it and it worked out really well. Okay. Going down, this is their 2-banger kit. I'll put everything up here, guys, if I get the names wrong. This is their 2-banger kit. So down here, I just have some, what are these called? Glow sticks. And then I don't have them in here right now because my truck gun is not 5.56, but this does have the capability of holding. Sorry about that. My camera cut out. So we do have two 5.56 magazines here, or magazine slots here. So if you want to put those in, you can. Now in this kit, I have, it's kind of similar to how I have my bug out bag or my chest rig set up. So I do have another spoon and fork attachment or tool here. I've got a life straw. I've got some dehydrated food in there. I've got a poncho in there, all that kind of stuff. And like you saw, I do have some medical gear in here. I do have, so all this is 511, guys. I just went through them because all their stuff's compatible. I'm not sponsored by 511. I'm not saying 511 is the best company ever. I just wanted to try this out, and I wanted to try all their stuff that's compatible to this. So that's why I went with it. This is their knife here. This is their Ferro blade or their Ferro knife. So it actually comes with a Ferro rod. You can see right on the top here. So you can just pull that out. The knife is actually quite sharp. I was very concerned because the knife wasn't that expensive. But the knife is actually quite sharp. I've used it several times and it's actually held up pretty well. And it really hasn't lost its sharpness. It hasn't dulled on me, which is pretty good. Here is the 511 little tack light. This is, I think, 120 or 127 lumens. I did have problems with my first two, so I'm going to try to get in here really close. And you can see these clamps right here on either side, this one and then this one. I must have gotten the version 1 and they were very, very thin, and they both cracked almost immediately, either out of the box or they were already cracked in the box. And when I was in the store, me and one of the managers of the store were going through all their flashlights, and it seemed like the Gen 1, these little clamps were thinner and almost all of them were cracked inside the box. And we came across maybe a Gen 2. It's not labeled a Gen 2. But then these are a lot thicker, so they're held up nicely. I think they were cracking under the weight of this screw here, this retention screw. So be aware of that, guys. You know, the quality assurance or the quality control on 511's end, not great, at least when it comes to these flashlights. Now the flashlight's fine. I don't have a problem with the flashlight. It's bright enough to get whatever you need done, but be aware of that. Their flashlights were kind of crap. So, all right, moving back, I do have some 9mm little, I guess, magazine holders here, but I'm not using them for that. I'm actually using them for flares. The flares were a little bit too big to put anywhere else. I guess I could put them in the banger, but I have them here, and they've actually, I mean, they're a little loose, but again, it's not made for a flare. It's made for a magazine. Now, I did test it on the magazine, and the magazines actually do hold quite nicely. But I just have these here. Again, I think flares can be very essential, and I have got a couple here, and then I've got a couple in the back part of the car as well. Underneath here, I just have some two horizontal zipper compartments here, pouches. I'm gonna get real close here. Hopefully the lighting's not too trash. In the top one here, as you can see, guys, look at, so the Velcro, not great. Okay, so it could be sticking a lot better. Not really happy with the Velcro. In here, I just have some more food. Again, I think food and water is essential, obviously. So that's why I have that there. And then in the bottom one, this is just an empty admin pouch for right now. I haven't really figured out what I want to do with it. Yeah, you can see it's very easy to pull this apart. So yeah, be aware of the Velcro, guys. I think there might be better ones out there. Like, look at this. I can't even zip this up without this coming out. So that's a problem. Over here, I've just got a paracord bracelet here with a compass. It's got a little rape whistle, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I have that there, and then I just have a pair of mechanics gloves. So I've had this whole rig for about a year now, and I've been testing it out. Again, there's some things that I like, and then there's some things that I don't love, but yeah, overall I think I'm fairly happy with it. So If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Again, I'm going to add everything within, this video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.